Hey Charlene, thanks for taking some time out to have a little chat with me. Because you see, I'm very curious about the whole UX journey, all right, especially for someone like you. Where did you work before? In which sector?
So I was a product researcher in the FMCG industry. Yeah.
Okay, so the fast-moving consumer goods sector.
Yes.
So what did that job entail? I mean, what did you have to do day in, day out?
So as a product researcher, right, my job in GIST is actually to translate the user needs, or actually the consumer needs, into winning products, right? So it's like understanding what consumers actually want, and then really test out different products with the users, the consumers, and then define that for the products that is to be made. Yeah.
I see. So, I mean, that job you were in, there must have been good times and frustrating times. So, what were the pros and cons of that job?
The exciting thing is actually like I get to talk to different types of consumers. So I get to go to different countries like Japan, China, Thailand, for example, and talk to those consumers there. And what I did was research in skincare, right? So I get to talk to them about their skin, and it's really exciting to actually know, like at the end of the day, when they try our products, they are like, wow, it changed my life,
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
But then what were the cons of the, you must have been a bit frustrated or perhaps a bit of inertia after a while. What was that like?
So what actually pushed me?
Yeah, what pushed you into saying, you know what, I'm going to do something different?
So actually for me, I have been in that role in the company actually for more than 6 years plus, and then in between actually I have changed a little to become a formulator, meaning to make the products itself. But during that time, before that actually I always thought that climbing the corporate ladder, is actually the only way to success. So I was kind of like feeling a bit stuck there. Yeah, I started to explore UX, and I did part-time studies in a private school that was med school. That school is called med school.
Oh, yeah. Medical school, doctor.
No, MAD, Media
Okay.
Arts and Design. Yeah. So during that time there, then I got to learn one of the course, which is for UX, and then I got to know Dylan. Yeah.
But how did you end up choosing this particular course? I think you did the UX Career Accelerator course?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was quite lost, so I don't really know how do I break into that UX industry, right? So I shared with him after I completed the module there, and he shared that actually there could be different paths for me, and going into this program will actually help me a lot to identify how I can go into the UX industry in a more strategic manner. So one of the good things about joining this course is that we get to work with clients.
Oh,
right?
wow. As you are actually studying.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we get to work on actual projects that the clients give us that can actually help them in their business.
That's
Yeah,
great.
so during that time when we work on different projects every month, we get to talk to Dylan, who is our main coach. During that time, he would share with us how do you manage the current project, help us to iron out some of the challenges that we have, and also share with us how can we actually help the clients a lot further than what we are expected to do. It's one thing to actually know the theory, but it's another thing to actually apply.
Do you have to think out of the box, or do you follow a step-by-step thing when you do UX?
Actually, all the time. Yeah. So
Okay.
when working with different clients, and also the projects that I'm working now in my current role, all of them come with different problems.
Needs and different wants from clients, right?
Yeah, from stakeholders,
Stakeholders.
from the different teams that were involved also. Yeah.
The courses, right? So it's not in-person courses, it's online? Or?
Online, yeah, because that time was in June, July to September 2020.
Oh,
it was like
the whole world was plunged into COVID-19, right?
Yeah, most of actually all of our classes, calls are online, were online, and the clients that we work with, some of them were locals, some of them were overseas ones as well. Yeah, so I got to work with clients from UK and from Ireland.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so really exciting.
So let's say, because now maybe I mid-career, I want to decide to
Yeah.
to take up UX. What are the requirements? Do I need to already know some design? What do I need to, the prerequisites for me to enter the UX industry?
So I think it's getting more and more challenging.
Okay.
So like it's not enough to just know about UX design. It's not just enough to have like a portfolio of normal graduate portfolio anymore. Yeah, so you need to stand out, right? You need to know where are your strengths and what kind of unique things you can bring to the table.
So like for example, like what? I mean, what are the strengths that you say that a person would need to come to the UX table?
So like a UX designer, right?
Right.
Then they definitely will need to share like what kind of design skills they would have, like animation or prototyping, etc. For a researcher, it would be like the skills that you have had in the past or the projects that you have worked for. Things about like understanding what research ops is, like that is an advantage as a UX researcher. Understanding quals and qualitative and quantitative methods. How do you actually mix them and use them as well? Mix methods, methodology, etc.
One final question. So I asked you why CuriousCore. So basically, are these the reasons why CuriousCore stands out from the rest? Or, I mean, because I'm sure you've done compare and contrast before you decided on CuriousCore, right? So what are the key things that stood out for you?
Definitely the part where I can learn on the go.
Okay.
And also learn from the experts in the industry.
Very
we get to talk to them. We get to listen from like the headhunters who are in the industry. Like what are they looking for, right? And also talking to UX leads about what kind of people they want in their team. Yeah, and that's the kind of insights that you don't get from other courses.
What an inspiring story. And it's just 1 out of 5 stories of personal growth. Catch them all on CuriousCore's YouTube channel. Now, if you want to find out more about the world of UI and UX, you can always jump straight to the exclusive interview that I did with CuriousCore's founder, Dalen. Just click on the link below. Don't go away. See you on the next episode.